क्या आपको लगता है कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता?
क्या मैं आपको अजीब लगता हूँ?
क्या आप मुझसे डरते हैं?
Those are only some of the negative attitudes that people who are intellectually challenged have to battle every day, ranging from contempt, even fear, to dismissal and neglect, to pity. These reactions from society are both unfair and unproductive. People with intellectual challenges can be educated, they can be trained, they can learn to stand on their own 2 feet to a large extent. Yes, certain tasks and jobs are not suitable for them, but many are. If we want to be true to the values of a humane society, our first task is to accept intellectually challenged people with warmth and friendship. Second, we need to understand that they have certain special needs. Third, we must realize that their emotions and feelings are no different from ours. And fourth, we must see the potential of future achievements in them. Is all this possible?
Yes, we have and proved it.
When I look at Muskaan today, it looks amazing to me. I feel as if it has been a miracle. Particularly when I think back that in 1982, what kind of position we had. Some of us, the parents, we used to meet Dr. I.C. Verma, who was at that time head of the Department of Genetics Unit in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, with the purpose that our children should not remain devoid of any more research which is happening, and they should get the full benefit of the current developments in the field. Dr. Verma told us, see, if you people want facilities for your children, you have to come together and start services yourself. And under the guidance of Dr. I.C. Verma, we formed this association and got ourselves registered. For initial 4-5 years, we were organizing services more for the parents, because that is a very important aspect. Then one, the parents need emotional support, and second, the parents also need knowledge support, so that they can understand their children better and help them in their development. So for 4-5 years, we continued to organize lectures, early intervention programs, short training programs, workshops and multi-services camps. We had no place of our own, so we were using the facilities of All India Institute of Medical Sciences to organize all this. In fact, Dr. Verma's office used to be our office. His team of researching doctors were our great support systems, and that is how we started. One day when we were, some of us were sitting together in our executive meeting, we realized, and I said that, see, we have nothing for intellectually challenged adults. So let us try and start a vocational training program for them. We had no idea how to go about it, what vocations to choose. There was no model existing. Yet, you see, the psychology background that I had helped me in visualizing some of the vocations where I thought that it does not require very complex intellectual functions, so our young people should be able to do that. So we started a vocational training center in March 1989. It was in a garage in Kalkaji with 3 young adults, all of them were boys, and 1 vocational instructor. For 2 years, we stayed there. We started with a masala unit. We found success, and success was so much, it encouraged us that let us try and look for other vocational activities. So we started adding stationery items. Now that was just one room, and the surroundings were quite unhygienic. So we thought this is a time we must move to a little better place. But we had resource crunch, we had nothing. I mean, there was no kind of support except from friends and the neighbors or relatives of the parents themselves who were doing it. So we did a fundraising show. We collected 1 lakh of rupees and we moved to a barsati in Safdarjung. After 2 years, the landlord said, we have to raise the rent for it. And I don't remember exactly how much rent he was charging, but he said 5,000 rupees per month. Now 5,000 was a big money at that time for us to be able to afford. As we were just grappling with these situations, of course by that time there were other people, there was Rotary Club, there were other friends in the community who were helping us. Then we met a parent and she said that my basement is empty, you can come and run your center. Her daughter used to come to us and she said that you can run your center there and I will not charge you any rent for it. Now we were so thrilled to that we were saving the rent. This was in a decent place, it was a very clean room and we shifted to a basement. I said to myself, this is not the thing we are going to do forever, because our young people, our students need a decent place, our students need a decent place where they can have sports, they can do other activities, our staff must have some decent infrastructure. And it was around 95 and I said that let us try and apply to Delhi Development Authority. As luck would have it, though initially there were some obstacles, but we were allotted by Delhi Development Authority a land, 1 acre land in Vasant Kunj with maximum possible concessions. After that, there was a big challenge that how do we raise funds for the building, and the approximate cost was 1.5 to 2 crores. I just felt it is possible. Let us approach people, because by that time whoever had visited Muskaan was quite impressed by the kind of work which was being done, by the genuineness of the work which was being done. And slowly we could raise. And today, truly speaking to you, I really find that it was possible.
मेरा नाम विनीत है, ऑफिस है, मैं काम कर रहा हूँ.
What you see today is the culmination of 25 years of effort and the support of many generous people. People who have quietly given their money, their time and their affection to Muskaan. We at Muskaan learn something new every day. Our students teach us. They show us how preconceived notions get demolished in the face of their determination, unseen abilities, and amazing good cheer. Visitors always remark on the sense of brisk achievement and happy optimism that radiate from Muskaan.
The major thrust of all our training programs is the capacity building of our young people with intellectual challenges. The focus is on vocational training, daily living skills, communication skills, cognitive skills, socio-emotional development. Training in all these leads to overall comprehensive development, and which in turn helps them to lead a life with dignity. When we started, there were no models to follow. So we have been evolving our training programs over a period of time. We have been experimenting with the teaching methods, strategies, new ideas, and over a time, our own students have taught us how to refine our programs, what all to add into our programs. So that's how we have been going on. The basic nature of our approach is exploratory and participatory. That again means that we keep learning from our students by involving them into everything we do. As a parents association, we have taken up the responsibility to provide services for the adulthood period of their life. And our present school system is not geared towards to the needs of the adults with intellectual challenges. That's why we find a lot of gaps in our students when they come from special schools to receive vocational training from us. And a lot of work has to be done in the areas of fine motor development, their personal grooming, cognitive skills, and these are the areas which we have taken up as major training projects. Like cognitive enrichment program is the core of our training programs, through which we are focusing on the 5 W's, that is what, why, when, how and where. Then when we have taken up the responsibility of vocational training, we have also taken up the responsibility of providing them employment, because we strongly believe that any kind of training without a linkage to the meaningful employment has no meaning. So in 1995 we started our first work center, which is running very successfully till date, and 34 young people are working here and earning for themselves. We are also planning to open up another work center very soon in another part of Delhi. Then co-curricular activities also form a very important part of our whole program, and these activities they are not mere activities, they are a means to achieve the goals we set for each student. Like dance classes are not only simple dance steps they are learning, these are also a forum where they learn the concept of gender differences, concept of direction. So the overall goals are met by these activities together. All of us really dream for a society which is an inclusive society, where norms, facilities, services are created for everyone, not only the majority. And when I say everyone, I mean all the people who have whatever abilities or whatever disabilities. So they are all considered while planning all the services and facilities, where everybody can lead a life with dignity. That's the dream for everyone at Muskaan.
Muskaan is clear in its objective: to make intellectually challenged people as self-reliant as possible, physically, emotionally, socially and economically.
A good quality of life is more about how well I get along with people and not only what I do. So it is very important that we learn those skills, how to interact with people, how to deal with them in everyday life. Our young people do not get enough opportunity to do that, and our programs try and cover all those skills. They are given enough opportunities, they are taken for outings, and we ourselves try and do this with them at every point in time, that they are more like us than anyone else, than being different. So that's the core part of our social interaction skills that we teach here.
In our special unit, we have 6 trainees. The major objective of our unit is firstly to improve their activity of daily life, in which we improve their skills like eating habits, using toilet, maintain hygiene. Then second one objective is to behave appropriately.
The pre-vocational unit caters to the younger students who join Muskaan. We work on several areas of development: cognitive, vocational, responsibility development, socio-emotional development. We also equally focus on extracurricular activities. We have library classes, dance classes, art classes. Our objective remains to foster as much independence in our students as possible. And we've learned one thing: if we want to teach our students, if we want them to learn, we must make activities fun for them. So we make sure that in the unit we balance work as well as fun. And I think all of us have a great time in the process.
In our vocational training section, we have selected a range of commercially viable jobs that our students can be taught. Our food unit produces delicious cookies, bread, savouries, squashes and pickles for sale.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम भारत कुमार है। मैं ब्रेड बनाता हूँ, मफ़िन बनाता हूँ, मट्ठी तलता हूँ, और उससे हमें यह फ़ायदा है कि हमें सेल काउंटर पे सामान भेजते हैं और हम लोगों को पैसा मिलता है, स्टाइफंड।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम पुंकिका है। मैं नींबू का जूस मैं बताऊंगी। पेड़ तोड़ते हैं, फिर धोते हैं, फिर काटते हैं, फिर जूस निकालते हैं, फिर जूस को छानते हैं, फिर चीनी में आते हैं, फिर गरम रखते हैं, फिर ठंडा बोतल से काउंटर में बेचते हैं। नींबू का जूस।
In the block printing unit, beautiful designs are printed on paper. In our stationery unit, colorful envelopes and writing paper emerge from the skillful hands of our trainees. The diary unit specializes in spiral-bound diaries. In the masala unit, spices are cleaned, weighed, ground and packed efficiently and hygienically.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम सचिन शर्मा है। मैं तीसरे रजिस्ट्रेशन हूँ। यहाँ पे मैं ट्रेनिंग लेके तीसरे रजिस्ट्रेशन बन गया हूँ। यहाँ मैं सारे स्टूडेंट्स से काम करवाते हैं एंड पीसते भी हैं। जो बाल सुखाने वाला बाल सुखाते हैं, जो साबुत हो उसे फिर साबुत पैक करते भी हैं।
In the candles and diyas unit, our trainees make sure that only the finest products reach the buyers.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम इनिश है। कैंडल का काम होता है, पैकिंग होता है, दफ्तर में आता है।
मतलब सिंगल करने का काम होता है, फिर उसका सफाई होती है, फिर पैकिंग करके ऊपर भेजते हैं ऑफिस में, फिर वो सेल काउंटर में बेचते हैं, फिर जो पैसा मिलता है उसके हमारी सैलरी मिलती है।
These products are on sale within Muskaan and in outlets outside. Our students execute orders placed by customers with great professionalism. We realize that the parents of intellectually challenged people need emotional support and the knowledge to understand the developmental needs of their special children. We are always happy to help.
4 साल पहले हमने अपना ये कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम शुरू किया था। उस समय हमें बिल्कुल भी मालूम नहीं था कि ये कैसे होगा, कैसे करेंगे या प्रोग्राम किस तरह से शुरू होगा। पर धीरे धीरे एक्सपेरिमेंट करके अपने डिफरेंट लेवल के बच्चों के साथ काम करके हमने ये प्रोग्राम इवॉल्व किया और एक्चुअली हमें अपने इन बच्चों से ही, अपने इन स्टूडेंट्स से कॉन्फिडेंस मिला कि हम ये प्रोग्राम आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं और एक्चुअली आज ये प्रोग्राम काफ़ी आगे बढ़ चुका है और कई सारे एस्पेक्ट से हम इस प्रोग्राम पे काम कर रहे हैं।
ट्रेनिंस का रिस्पांस इतना पॉजिटिव था और बहुत ज़्यादा एंथुजियाज़म था कि जिससे हमें लगा कि हम एक प्रोग्राम चेकआउट करें इनके लिए और आज हम 3 लेवल पे हमने प्रोग्राम बनाया इनका और वो 3 लेवल पे हम आज काम कर रहे हैं, जो कि वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग है जिसमें नॉर्मली टाइपिंग एंड टेबल मेकिंग एंड ये सब ये लोग कर रहे हैं। अदर इज़ अ लेयर टाइम जिसमें ये लोग गेम्स खेलते हैं एंड जस्ट पास टाइम, एंड थर्ड इज़ अ कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियरिंग जिसमें कलर्स एंड कॉम्बिनेशन मैचिंग ये लोग ये सीख रहे हैं आज की डेट में।
For our overweight trainees, we are conducting a diet management and a weight management program in consultation with a dietitian. For a severely challenged group, gym is not only a mode of fitness program, it is also a mode of recreation, and we are conducting motor activity training program where we are designing activities according to their potential and they are enjoying and confidently doing them.
We have succeeded in empowering our students with vocational skills. But after training, like anybody else, they need employment. Our work center employs the students and they earn stipends. But our real goal is to find jobs for our students in the world outside. We are still facing a huge amount of resistance from employers.
I would also like to share that Muskaan has a wonderful teamwork. Each and every member of it is fully involved with the work. There are no rivalries, no competitions, and what I see everyone doing is that they fill up what the other person cannot do, and it is truly a joy working with the entire team.
हमको मुस्कान अच्छा लगता है, हमको बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है, हमको ऑफिस में नौकरी चाहिए।
मेरे को दोस्त अच्छे लगते और लेना दोस्त।
इस विषय में मुझे सब क्या सकते हैं।
मुझे अच्छा लगता है और मुझे दोस्त चाहिए और इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए।
हम लाइफ एंजॉय करना चाहते हैं।